Hey everyone, it is the weekend and you know what that means here on RPG Elite. It's Classic Tabletop RPG Friday. Today we're going to get further into our new classic series on Dark Conspiracy. And if you have not seen the two videos of our history and overview of this classic tabletop RPG, then you can go ahead at the end of this video. There's going to be a little box and you can go in there and click on that little box. And if I don't forget, then there'll be some links down in the description as well for you to go and take a look at those too. Your boy Servant in the house today. We're going to be doing some character creation. Take a couple videos to do this because it's a little bit involved. And then at the end of this video, as always, every single video, question of the vid for you. All right, y'all. So let's get into this and roll 'em. One of the things I like about Dark Conspiracy is that it gives you options, and it gives you two options on how you can create your character. First is the random method. The random method is you let the dice decide for you, just roll them bones. And then the second is point allocation. So you get a certain bank of points that you can allocate however you would deem fit. Now, if this is your first time playing Dark Conspiracy, I suggest that you go ahead with the random method, because the random method actually gives you a lot of freedom. Now, it doesn't give you as much freedom as the point allocation method, but the point allocation method is for people who probably played the game, are familiar with it a little bit, know what direction they want to go with their character and things like that, and know what everything means. So if it's your first time, just go with the random. There's a lot of freedom within the random method, which is the one that I'm getting ready to do here, just to kind of see what we get with this character. But you're going to see there's a lot of freedom with the random method also. So for this video, we're going to go pretty much old school on this. Normally, for those of you who've seen any of my other character creation videos, I go inside of Foundry VTT, and normally I just use what's in there to create a character, especially if the system's already made, just makes things a little simpler, but not for this one. This is a classic, baby, and so we're going back old school. We're gonna roll them bones live, so to speak, here, and we're also gonna have a character sheet that we're gonna be filling in from the game. Now, this character sheet is an actual PDF form fillable character sheet. Where do you get that? Well, I had to make it. And if you want a copy of this because you're interested in getting into Dark Conspiracy First Edition, I will let you know how to grab this particular character sheet at the end of this video. So hopefully I am interesting enough to keep you watching until the end. Now let's move into our next part. So let's take a look at the background that is actually on the character sheet. So here you have just general things that you can either fill it in now or you can fill it in later. So that's pretty much going to be totally up to you. If you know your character's name, you have one in your head that came to you or something, go ahead and fill it in. If not, don't worry about it. You can come back and do this later. But let's just take a look at some of the quick background stuff. So you got your character name, your name, you should at least fill that in, unless that has left you. Got the gender, that's pretty easy. You got one of two choices. I just triggered somebody. You have your age, you have your nationality, and then all the rest of this stuff. And your current occupation, you definitely are going to want to save until later on, because of some of the cool things that you can do in terms of your occupation as you're going through character creation in Dark Conspiracy. So again, you can fill in like one or two things in this background area and then leave the rest blank and you'll come back to it later. There are 7 main attributes for your character in Dark Conspiracy. Let's go over to the character sheet and take a look at them. So you have your strength, your constitution, your agility, your intelligence, your education, your charisma, and your empathy. Now, in order to determine the level of this is what they say in the book. They say you roll 2d6 minus 2, and nothing can be 0. Or in the vernacular of just making it very easy, roll 1d10. I don't know why they went through all of that to tell you afterwards, this will give you a result of 1 to 10. Well, then just roll 1d10. Not real sure what was going on in their minds when they did that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll 1d10 to determine the first 6. However, when it comes to empathy, it's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna go 1d6 minus 1, and if it ends up being 0, then it can start at 0. So that makes sense in that regard. So we're gonna go old school. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna start rolling for each one of these. Now there's no hard and fast rule as far as how you place whatever you roll. So you don't have to go, okay, I'm gonna start at strength and then roll. And then I'm gonna start at constitution and then roll. I'm gonna do agility and then roll. Now, you don't have to do it like that. And that's not the way that I'm gonna do it. The way I'm gonna do it is that I'm just gonna roll 7 times and then I'm gonna put them wherever I wanna put them. Obviously, empathy can't start any higher than 5 because 1d6 minus 1. So we have to keep that in mind. But other than that, I'm gonna give a little freedom here and do some rolling. So let's see what we can roll here. All right, so let's do this. And I'm gonna take these 2d6 out so I can roll 1d10. Let's do it. So my first one will be 5, a little average there. All right, let's roll for the second one here. Ooh, a 9. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Oh, that's dopeness. See what we got next. Oh, another 9. Check it out, y'all. Oh, your boy. Killing it over here so far. Okay, now that I've said that, I'm getting ready to roll something bad. No, 7's not bad. No, 7's not bad at all. Huh. Okay, what do I have? I have 2 more. 4 is blah. There you go. There's my blah right there. I got 1 more. 8, man. Whoa. I did pretty darn good on that one. All right, so let's go with my 1d6 minus 1 for my empathy to see what we get. Ouch. 1. Junior say ow. Man. Not rolling well with the 1d6. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is what I roll. A 5, 9, 9, 7, 4, 8, 1. Actually a pretty good character. Now, something to keep in mind when you are doing your random character generation is that all the scores that you roll have to equal 33. If they don't equal 33, then you can add the difference to whatever you want so it can equal 33. However, if you're doing point allocation, you automatically get 36 and that's it. So in my case, I'm pretty sure I went over 33. And so there's your plus on the random side. You can go over that 36 that you get for point allocation. With point allocation though, you get a guaranteed 36 and you won't have to be concerned about being a little bit less than average with 3 points shy. So let me see how much I actually, let me add all of that up real quick. So my grand total equals 43. I am not complaining. I'm not complaining, y'all. So I got 43 points. And now let me go ahead and slide over into my character sheet and start placing these where I want them. Okay, I am done placing my levels where I would like to place them. So let's go over to my character sheet and show you guys what I did. So for this one, I put a 5 in strength, a constitution of 9, agility of 9, intelligence of 8, put an education of 1. Now, if you remember, I rolled a 1 when I was rolling for empathy. However, since I get to place them wherever, and I also know the max that I can have in empathy is 5, and I had a 4 and a 5 in there. So I decided to switch some things up a little bit, put my 1 in my education. So this is somebody who probably, high school dropout. maybe. Something like that. Doesn't mean that they're not intelligent, just means they don't have a lot of education. Let's move on. Then I put a 7 in my charisma, put a 4 in my empathy. So that's how I spread out all of my attribute scores. Well, it's pretty fun. So far, it has been pretty fun and I like it. Hey, if you got any value out of this video, learning a little something, and you want to spread a little love to your boy here, could you do a brother salad and just crush that like button? Also, if you want to stick around, hey, feel free. You can go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I come out with videos every Tuesday and Friday, God willing, on that. You know, and we'll see how long that he wants me to continue to do that. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video that there's going to be a way for you to go ahead and get this PDF version of the classic character sheet for Dark Conspiracy. And the way that I'm going to do this is going to be, you have to be part of the lead squad. Yes, of course, you kind of knew that that was coming if you watch the channel on a regular basis. And how you become part of the lead squad is that there's a link down in the description. You're just going to click on that, put your email and your name in there, and then you become part of the lead squad mailing list. And I'm only going to give it away in the lead squad one time. And it's going to be probably next week because I'm late for my newsletter. However, you will be able to join the Gilded server if you're part of the lead squad, and then that's going to be there forever. You can just go to the Supernatural room, and I'm just going to put it in there, and you can just download it until your heart's content. That's going to be the way for you to grab that. If you want to do that, I know what you're saying, man, you got to jump through all those hurdles. Yeah, because my community, my lead squad members and my leads, they're very important to me, and I like to protect my community. They are my tribe. They are my peeps. And so if you can't jump through those little hurdles, then all right, well, maybe that's not for you. And you probably can find one online someplace. Not. All right, let's go to the question of the vid. And the question of the vid is a either or. So you have a choice to pick a classic tabletop RPG or a modern tabletop RPG, right? And if you absolutely had to choose, which one would you choose? Now, what do I mean by classic? 20 years or older. That's the definition that I have here on this channel. So that is what I'm talking about. So if you had to choose between a more modern version of a game or a classic version, or just a classic game, period, and a modern game, period, where are you going with? Which one are you going with? Classic or modern? Let me know. Let's get some engagement going down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your reasoning and tell me why. Obviously, tell me why. And don't give me no, well, it depends. No, make a decision, classic or modern. That's what you got. You don't get no in between. Or, well, if I'm feeling like this day, nah, don't answer it like that. I'm saying if you had to choose and your life depended on it, how's that? Which one? Which one? All right, that's gonna do it for me, folks. That means I'm gonna have to do my snaggle bust.
So exit, stage left.
Hey, if you got a game this weekend, happy gaming. I pray it is an RPG Elite session. And until the next time, folks, gonna have to throw up the deuces and be like, peace 5,000 leech, your boy servant. I'm outie.